Hello, YouTubers! Troz here, back playing some more Kerbal Space Program. And last time we tried to land in this area to get a reading for our, let's see here, visual survey on Minmus contract, but we wound up missing the mark a bit. And if you look here, assuming that I'm right, that it's the tip of this thumbtack, and it's like the little window on the probe or capsule, we didn't miss it by much. So it looks like we have to head a bit to the west, which is almost in the exact angle we happen to be facing towards. So down towards this flatter valley area. So let's get to it. No time like the present. Alright, let's lift off in 3, 2, 1. Let's turn on SAS. And want to just tip towards the 270. And hopefully that will be enough. That we will hopefully get a notice that we have entered. And here we are, entering the anomaly. We're flipping over to retrograde. That is a small area. And now we are going a little weird, because retro is not really well defined when you're going slow or you're changing directions rapidly. Alright, we're going to put that onto stability assist. Alright, that's pretty good. Except we're about to go back up again. We are drifting slightly. Cut. RCS, please. Alright, I'm hoping that arrested most of our... we have a little bit of drift, I think, still. It's really hard to tell the direction. Okay, that's a bit better, I think. Here's a question: are we still in the area? We need an EVA report. Alright, so again, we'll do like last time, retract this panel. EVA report on the surface. So we're only like 400 meters. Keep that data. Really hard to tell which way we need to go. At this point, we're just going to take Jeb around. Okay, here we are. We passed it again. Well, we passed it. Really tiny area. Oh, little too fast for Jeb. Let's take a new EVA report, overwrite the existing one. Okay. That counts. We have the locations. This is Alpha. We need a surface sample here. And we need another EVA report here. I think I'm just going to send Jeb around. Because, well, they are quite a ways away. But it would save a whole lot of fuel. Climb. Store experiment. That's fine. Apparently we already have a report from the Midlands. This one looks the easiest. It's directly east. Unfortunately, I don't have a compass. Or Jeb doesn't have a compass. Board anyway. But we're tilted roughly west. Basically towards this flag and beyond. Maybe just a little bit off. So like right over that line of rocks. Hey, what? You're not supposed to accelerate down into the ground. Yeah, the only problem is these look like they're fairly small areas. So going in there did refill our EVA monopropellant. So that's good. And we're just going to head off beyond where we landed last time. I'm thinking maybe it's up at the ridge. But yeah, that could be just wishful thinking. We will see. There's where we are now. That's the flag there. That's our shadow. And hopefully ahead here somewhere is the region. Though it does look like it will tell us when we get in the region if we happen to pass by it, because these, I'm going to say it's only a 200 to 300 meter circle, and that's diameter, not radius. Because we definitely moved 400 meters and wound up on the other side. Now, maybe we're just doing an arc and not crossing the center, but still, it's not that big. Certainly no bigger than half a kilometer, I would say. I'm just flying here and thrusting every so often, basically to keep our separation from the ground. Hopefully we'll get a message at some point that we're getting in the area, at which point I'll come to a stop. If not, I'm gonna land up here at the top of the ridge here where it's flat and look at the map if we don't see anything by that point. And hopefully we'll be able to tell if we're on course or need to make an adjustment. Actually, let's oh. Okay. I think we're on our... If that's us, we are going pretty good towards that mark. So it looks like it's still ahead of us. And that if we're off, we're not too far off. How are we doing on... Oh, we're doing fine on fuel. Haven't even used a single unit yet. I'm only thrusting up, not forward, because I don't really want to increase my speed, because that just makes it harder to stop. Just thrusting up every so often to keep my altitude basically, going up and down in little bouncing arcs. Did a little extra thrust there. Alright, we are beginning to get close to the tip. Now, again, there is a little astronaut icon, but with all the other icons in that area, it's hard to tell exactly what part of that icon indicates where we are. If it's the feet, if it's the head, if it's somewhere in the middle. I'm thinking it's somewhere in the middle, like the pod icon. By doing this, we're saving a whole lot of fuel because we do need to get back to the lab at some point. I'm going to do another big thrust now. And okay. Let us stop here. I think we are south of the point. So that means going this way some. And here we are. And we're still going up a bit, but I've slowed down. Yeah, that's pretty close to a stop. Thrusting every so often to not hit too hard. And that was a nice landing. Let us take a surface sample. And there we go. Let's plant the flag. This was sample alpha. Which reminds me, I should probably plant a flag where the ship is. It looks like 3.6 kilometers away. I'm gonna guess that's another 3 kilometers. And that's like, if I draw a line between where Jeb is and this thumbtack, and it looks like it points at the edge of this flats, lake, if it wasn't, negative 200 degrees. So that looks in this direction, and we used about 1.5 units. If it takes another 1.5 units to get there, we'll be down to 2 units, and that gives us 1.5 units and another extra half spare to get back. So, yeah, I think we're gonna do this in one trip. This next one is an EVA reading, and we can hold an EVA reading. We only have a surface sample currently. Gonna pick up a little speed there. And it looks like it should be at the edge of this ridge here. Of course, as we get closer, we'll wind up probably seeing the whole side of that ridge, but shadow is a bit hard to see. Oh, there it is. The land is falling away below us, so we don't need to thrust up too much to maintain a distance. Let me looking on the map. We're getting close. And, we're doing good on the fuel because this one's been mostly downhill. You don't use as much fuel when the ground is dropping away from you. Alright, we are getting a lot closer to the ground. Alright, we're getting close to the ridge of this hill, which looked like where the area was. Just thrust up a little bit. Yeah, we are getting close. And we did look relatively on target. And here we are. Let's slow down to a stop. That's pretty good. And now we just have to... Yeah, this would have been hard to land. Although, I mean... we've landed at places this steep. And actually steeper. So, here we need to take an EVA report. And we have done it. We have actually completed this entire contract. Unfortunately, can't place a flag here. But that's okay. And yeah, we have even a little more fuel than I thought we'd have, and it is, I guess it's a little closer, 2.5 kilometers. Now we have a marker to head towards. So that's going to be easy to get back, relatively. So we know exactly how far we have to go, and when to slow down. Alright, two things. One, it appears that site counted as lowlands, where we got that reading. So we may want to go back there. I'm not sure if we got all the science we can out of the lowlands. And the other thing is, we're going to go for this flats. This flats is a different flats than we've been in previously. It counts as a different biome. So, since we're so close, it makes sense to get the science available here. And it's right over there. So basically, we want to lift off and head south. I'm just going to leave that collapsed. Because we're going to be getting out pretty soon. So, let's go for it. We're kind of headed northwest, but we just need a little thrust up, and then we can head over. So you guys ready? Alright, let's do this. Turn on SAS in 3, 2, 1. There we go. It's more like 225 there. And hoping that will be good. Can't really see though. At least not on the map. It looks like we're gonna get over there. But this is kind of what we wanted earlier. In the earlier episodes. Move but not get too high. We also don't want to go too fast. I mean, here we're only going just under 30 meters per second. Alright. We're 900 meters up, and now we're starting to go back down. But it looks like we're going to be over the ice flats before we even reach 0, which is the height of the flats. And that's basically what we want. Yeah, looking straight down, we're not over them quite yet. But, should be soon. Alright, when we hit 200... You know what? I'm going to start slowing up now. Should be pretty close to stopped. You know, not drifting sideways. $50 meters, going down at 5 meters per second, and less, 2 meters per second. There we go. That's the kind of hop you want. Alright, let's take some readings here. This is just the flats. Alright. You know, there's greater flats and lesser flats and all sorts of different flats. Log pressure data. Log temperature data. There's a seismometer somewhere. I think... No. Where did I hide it? That has a nice light. No, that's a parachute. I thought I had a seismometer on here. There it is. Seismic accelerometer. Alright, Alright, what's the state of things? We are here. We have a bit over half a tank of fuel left. Yep. And we need to get back here. It almost looks like we're on the opposite side of the planet. I think this is all one flats. This is a different one. I think there's like 5 of them. The rest are probably, well, here on the dark side. Actually, yeah. We are almost, because you can see the Terminator, which is the line separating the night side from the day side, is right about here. So they're still slightly on the night side of the Terminator. Terminator's approximately here. We're slightly on the day side. So if we went towards the pole, we would wind up further on the night side, but not too far off. We could easily do a small maneuver to get there. So, yeah, I'm thinking next time, that is what we will do. We will fly over, and drop the science that we have off. The only problem is they don't have any room for holding any more science. So we'll do some waiting, fast forwarding, time warping, and that will also help our Duna probe get closer to Duna. That's the only thing we'll have to worry about. Although it has at least 200 days to go, I don't know how long it will take to process all the science the lab currently has. But that will be next time. Yeah, we'll end this episode here. It's going to be a little bit on the short side, but I usually wind up going over, so I guess that's will be a bit of a welcome change. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with some more Kerbal Space Program. See you then.